Hello everyone, welcome back to Holistic Life Transformation. It has been a while. I have been traveling lately and currently I'm in Sweden, in Stockholm. And today I want to talk about the importance of your getting your inner world inside of you in balance, and the importance of knowing how to access it and how to do it on a daily basis. And I want to talk about what happened to me when I'm not doing it, and what you can actually expect when you do it. So at Holistic Life Transformation, we talk about how we can use our inner wisdom to create the world that we want, to design the destiny that we desire, and to unleash everything that's inside of you. And this is a process, and it takes time and effort, but it is, in my opinion, the most important thing that we can do, because everything else is just a reflection. Everything else, everything around you, all your experiences, everything you do and you see and you witness, you observe, is actually something you have created and something that has been inside of you before. So by getting access to your inner world, to your inner wisdom, to your inner knowledge, to your inner self, to your true, authentic self, and by projecting that inner self, that inner wisdom to the world around you, you will basically be always in alignment. You will always fulfill your desires, your wishes, and your life will unfold much more powerful, and the things you aim at become reality. And most of us, myself included, often tend to do the opposite. We look in the world around us and don't find what we want, or we pursue what we want or what we think we want, and once we are there, we actually already look for the next thing. I have it experienced over the last weeks that I engage more in external activities, if you wish. So this includes traveling and social activities and um, focusing on the stuff around me rather than on the stuff on my inner world. And as a result, I've observed that I cannot enjoy whatever I do, because I already think about the next thing, and I already think I want to do this, I have to do there. When I'm relaxing, I want to be active. When I'm active, I want to be relaxed. When I'm lazy, I want to be diligent. And when I'm diligent, I want to be lazy. Or, when I'm at a certain place, I'd rather be somewhere else. And when I'm at that place that I want to be before, then I thought, actually, it was not too bad. Why I'm here now, I could have enjoyed more. And this is basically what happens with many of us, that we rush from one thing to the next, and we cannot really take it all in, and we cannot perceive it as a full experience. And what I always witness in this case is also that people take pictures when you go somewhere on vacation, and you go and take pictures. It's nice to take pictures, but pictures are just a way to memorize, to look at later on at a later stage and see, to show others where you have been. But by taking pictures, you actually miss out the moment, you miss out the experience of being there where you are. And this is actually what happens throughout life for me and for others. And here we want to talk about how we can go into your true self, and why this is so important. And The reason is that by accessing your inner self, you actually access the source where everything is coming from. All your experiences, all your reality is created inside of you. And knowing how to access this is fundamental and very important to live the life that you want to live, rather than bouncing off the experiences and just being thrown around by your life. You can actually be the captain of the ship. You can decide where you want to go, at which speed, and how you're gonna feel about it, and so on. And many people think, yeah, but if I just go inside myself, if I'm meditating, if I'm self-aware, nothing will happen. It's just the feeling. But it's actually not true. What actually happens is most of the time during the day we are in a brainwave state, which is called beta, and beta is a brainwave state which is very related to the environment. So we are interacting with the environment, with the situation at hand, and it is a brainwave state that helps us to get along throughout the day. But it's also what keeps us stressed and disconnected from our subconscious and unconscious mind, from our access to the universal mind, from the source energy, from nature. And what happens when you actually do the inner work, when you become self-aware, you learn to access these other brainwave states, which are alpha and theta and delta. And this happens through practice, and you can do this all kinds of ways. You can meditate, you can do yoga, you can be creative, you can paint, or whatever allows you to be with yourself and experience this feeling of being you, true you. And what then happens is that you basically become coherent. So what does it mean? Coherence is just imagining a light bulb, which is like a bit dim. It's the light goes in all directions. It's a bit fuzzy. It's a bit it illuminates objects in a small distance, and it's going in all directions. And then think about a laser pointer. With a very small amount of energy, you can shoot a laser kilometers away, miles away, where the light bulb illuminates only within a few meters. The laser actually covers with much less energy, way more distance, and is much more focused. And this is the difference between coherence and not being coherent. Incoherence, that's the word. So most of us during the day, we are incoherent. We are reactive to the environment. We don't know what we want. We know that we want something and hope that makes us feel better. But once we get there, we want something else. So we are going in all directions, and we have no focus, we have no power, and we have no efficiency. And basically what happens, we are out of alignment. But when you are coherent, when you access or activate your other brainwave states on a daily basis, from the inside out, you live in coherence, and whatever you focus on actually is where you're moving towards. So it is very important to practice daily, to have this, to access this coherent state in yourself. And this happens through meditation, and meditation helps you to become self-aware. So self-awareness is the core. And when you think about it, what is inside of you? Think about again the light bulb. Inside of you, your frequency, your energy. So you have this light of you inside of you. And once you find that light, that inner true self, your core frequency, once you find that through self-awareness, then you can enhance it. You can get away, you can get rid of the noise, and the noise that goes in all directions, like with a light bulb. You get rid of the noise, the thoughts, the beliefs, the conditioning that you have, and you focus on what is you. You focus on yourself, and you focus on what's inside of you. And once you are there, it starts to enhance. So once you found your core frequency, more and more things will align. And the more you know who you are and what you are, the more you express that. And the more you express that, the stronger it becomes. And the stronger it becomes, the less strong are the other things. So you're not just reprogramming yourself, you're also rewiring your brain, you're restructuring your cells, your body, everything. And once that happened, your world will also change, your reality around you will change. Because with a coherent signal, with your inner core frequency, you will basically project that strong inner signal of who you are around you. You will project it, and you will experience this, and it shows up as alignment, as synchronicity, as things starting to flow, starting to move in the way you want them to happen. You will experience surprises, coincidences, so-called coincidences, and things that are apparently happening out of the blue. So you are not expecting them, and it suddenly things flow. And the importance then is to understand, not to get lost in these things or in your old behaviors and think, this is just coincidence, I'm just lucky, but eventually it will fall apart again. This is then when you when you get into a light bulb again. But you want to be a laser, you want to be coherent, you want to have your own signal, your core frequency, and express this into the world, into the direction that you want. And once you do that, you cannot fail. You cannot have not what you want. You must get what you desire. And this coherence is basically also what keeps people from achieving their goals, because they say, yeah, I believe that, but nothing happens. So people give up too easily, and they don't give themselves the time to create that coherent signal. And this is actually a practice. You can practice to become coherent with all your actions, with your emotions, with your energetic state, and the thoughts you think on a daily basis, the actions you do to get where you want, and so on. So to wrap this up, here at Holistic Life Transformation, we try to get into this inner path that leads to wisdom. And you're at the gate of this right now, and going through the gate of this towards your inner wisdom is basically your self-awareness. You have to learn to become self-aware. You have to practice it. And through practice come results, and the results will show up in your life. They will show up in your emotional state, the way you react to people and to the situations you encounter. And the more you practice, the more things will start to flow. And once it happens, you become basically unstoppable. And this is when you design your life, when you create the reality that you want. And it all starts with looking inside and doing this consistently and investing some effort in finding out who you are, and what you're actually capable of, and what you are already doing every single day. You are creating a reality every single day, and it is the exact reflection of what you're sending out there. So with this being said, have a look inside of you, have a meditation, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or do whatever feels best to you, EFT or yoga, or take a walk in the nature. Whatever helps you to align with yourself, do it, and do so on a daily basis. And so with this being said, have a nice Sunday, or whatever time it is when you watch this video, and see you next time. Bye.